I'd like to welcome everybody to today's Tai Chi for Health class. This is a class where we use the movements of Tai Chi and Qigong, two Chinese exercise systems, with the principles of Tai Chi, which is a martial art, in order to improve our health. We can improve our flexibility, our ability to move our joints. We can improve our strength, our ability to support our weight and move ourselves wherever we need to in life. And we can improve our balance, our ability to avoid falls, our ability to move any place that we want to move without fear. Also, we can improve our mood and hopefully have a little bit of fun while we're doing it. So for the class, you need to have a few feet around you so that you can take a couple of steps in each direction. If you have any small animals, better to have them outside so they don't trip you, because I have only one rule in class, and that is don't fall down. So if you need to lean on something while we're doing our movements, or if you need to sit down for even the entire class and just move the upper part of your body, that's all fine by me. What you're supposed to do in this class is relax, move, and enjoy the movement, and be present for this period of time. So to start, we're going to bring our feet as close together as comfortable for you. Bring our hands to our lower abdomen, and we're just going to breathe. We're going to inhale.
Thousands of people have fired their dentist.
And we're going to exhale. I want you to breathe from the diaphragm, so your belly expands as you inhale. Gets a little bit smaller as you exhale. We're going to do that a few times. We're trying to do, inhale, is trigger the vagus nerve so that we can turn on our parasympathetic nervous system, which helps us relax. Exhale. This time I want you to hold the breath at the top just for a moment. Inhale. Feel what it's like to hold on. And now let it out with a sigh. Feel what it's like to let go. Now we're going to start moving our bodies. We're going to inhale and the hands float up shoulder high. Exhale, they float down. Now throughout class, I'm going to be prompting the breath, saying when to inhale and when to exhale. And if that bothers you, just ignore me, breathe normally, but just keep breathing. Now, as we exhale, we soften the waist and knees, do a little mini squat. So we're lubricating our shoulders, our elbows, our wrists, our knees, and our hips while we're doing this simple movement. We're going to bring our hands all the way up now and slowly, slowly down in front. We're going to step to the side, get our feet shoulder width apart. This time we're going to inhale and our hands float up chest high. Exhale and they float down. And I said earlier, we're using the principles of Tai Chi. I should mention what those are. We're going to be moving slowly and smoothly and continuously, as if there were resistance to our movement by the air. So you actually feel a force in the air preventing our movement, and we're pushing through that. The next principle we'll get to in a few moments of transferring the weight consciously. But all of these movements are done in what could be considered a mindful way, where we're trying to be conscious of the movement and initiate that movement from the brain, being totally present while we're doing these movements. And this is the Tai Chi movement called Open the Door. We're now going to modify it. We're going to bring our hands up to the heart level, turn the palms up as we reach toward the ceiling, and have them slowly come down as we exhale. So we inhale and the hands come up. Exhale as they come down. It's like a good morning stretch. Inhale. This is the Qigong movement called Support the Sky Like a Pillar. We're going to modify it now. We're going to bring one hand up and the other down. So they're separating. What I'd like you to visualize is as the hands separate, they're lengthening your spine. So all of our joints have synovial fluid, which lubricates and nourishes the joints. Even the spine has joints that can be pulled apart to allow circulation of nourishment. And that's what we're doing with this stretch. If you want, you can lean to the side a little bit. And this starts us shifting our weight from side to side. That fourth Tai Chi principle, a conscious shift of weight. Now we're going to go a little sideways as we turn our torso. This is the Qigong movement called The Dragon Spreads Its Wings. The previous movement was Connecting Earth and Sky. I forgot to say that. Now, there are a lot of dragon movements. They're all the twisting of the spine. What we're trying to do is gently move all of our joints. The spine can move in several directions, so this does a little twisting movement. I'm going to do a few more twisties using these dragon movements. We're going to first swing the dragon's tail. And since the dragons in mythology are often alchemists, magicians, we're going to grasp the elixir. So we're going to take this hand and reach outward and grab the vial of elixir. Now the other hand goes out and grabs the vial of elixir. Another way of twisting the spine. I think we've got enough elixir now. We're going to stretch the dragon's tail. So we bring our hands up to the side. Feel a little different muscle stretch as you do this from the previous movements. Now we're going to stretch it a little more by bringing the back foot out. So we're transferring the weight to the standing leg, leaving the other leg empty of weight so we can bring it outward. This not only begins our balance movements, but also helps widen the hips, open the hips. And I think we're ready to do a little bit of swinging, but not falling down. So we're shifting our weight from side to side. You might feel long grass under your fingertips as you do this. There is a Qigong movement that is called clearing the field, doing this. But we're just getting used to the shifting of our weight from side to side. We're now going to do a few balance exercises. First one we're going to do is we're going to bring one heel out in front and bring it back. Now the other heel. Let's do that again, just the heel. Now we're going to raise one hand over the foot. Now the other hand over the other foot. Now both hands over the foot. So one is at the elbow of the other hand. This is the Tai Chi movement called play the pipa, or play the guitar. To coordinate the breath, you inhale as you shift your weight. Exhale as you strum the guitar. Let's go back to clearing the field or swinging. We're now going to bring the toe out. So again, we're shifting the weight to the standing foot, bringing out the toe. Now the other toe. And we're going to, let's do 7 stars. So we're going to bring out our toe, bring our hands up, crossing the wrists. Now the other side. So this is a Tai Chi movement called 7 stars, and I don't know why it's called 7 stars, because I don't see 7 things that are involved here, but go figure. Then we're going to go back to swinging. We're going to do another toe pointing exercise. Pointing a toe, bringing it back, pointing the other toe. Now we're going to point at the toe as we do a little bow, keeping our spine straight. This is the Tai Chi movement called the needle at the bottom of the sea. You can come down as low as you want. You can do a little squat as you bow, or you can just point, whatever is comfortable for you today. We're going to keep doing these balance movements. We're now going to hold the ball as we shift our weight. Now we're going to bring out our toe. Now we're going to separate our hands. So one hand goes down and the other goes up. This is not the way I usually teach this. We're going to do one side at a time. We're going to do one side at a time. So we're going to bring out one foot. We're going to bring it back. Then we're going to bring it out. And now these hands are going to move. One hand at the bottom comes up, waves hello. The other comes down. That's right. Let's try the other way. That's the way to do it. All right. Now, in the past classes, I've said that it doesn't matter if you do the movements correctly, as long as you're moving and enjoying yourself. So I was just demonstrating that with this movement. We are now doing the Tai Chi movement called the white crane spreads its wings. So the foot that's going out on the ball of the foot, that same hand is down. The other hand is up, waving hello. So we're having our hands deflect downward and upward, and the foot is coming out. Now that I have taught myself how to do it on this side, I'm going to go to the other side. So we're going to rotate. Bringing the other foot down. Well, I haven't seen a white crane for a while, so that's why I got this one wrong. Okay, we're going to stop doing the test bob for balance today. We're going to go to the clouds. So we're bringing, as we're shifting our weight from side to side, the hands are moving up and down. So it looks like we're moving our hands side to side, but they're actually just going up and down while the torso turns from side to side. So this is the Qigong movement called waving hands like clouds. There's also the Tai Chi movement of waving hands like clouds. It's the same movement, but it adds the feet. So what we're going to do is step at the same time that we're shifting our weight and moving our hands. So we're going to go that way first. We're going to step out as the hand moves in front of the face. Bring the other foot in as we rock back. Step out again. We're going to go back the other way. So we're going to go the other way. We can take a few more steps, since I said you need to be able to take 2 steps in each direction. And I want to talk about how this movement engages all those principles of Tai Chi. We're moving slowly and smoothly and continuously. We're shifting our weight consciously. And we're moving as if there were resistance in the air. So that's all important in strengthening muscles, and especially as we're stepping to improving our balance. Now we're going to do another balance exercise. We're going to close our hands, making storm clouds. And we're now going to do the tiger hugs its head, the Qigong movement. So one hand comes above the head, the other is at the belly, as we continue to rock. And we're going to look over the shoulder, the opposite shoulder from the raised hand. So this is a Qigong movement. The tiger hugs its head, and we're now going to turn it into a balance movement by raising the back foot. We're looking over the shoulder and raising that foot off the floor. And if you can't raise your foot off the floor, just do a high center step. But keep moving. And we're going to go to the other side, do the same thing. So first, we're going to hug our head. We're going to look over our shoulder. Now we're going to raise the foot. Now, while we're doing this movement, we're going to do a Tai Chi movement that's very similar to it, but it will get us moving in a different direction. So we're going to step out to the corner and hug the tiger's head. And in Tai Chi, this is called ride the tiger. So we're shifting our weight from the forward foot to the backward foot. And if you look down at your feet, there should be space between the feet, side to side and front to back. So it's a very stable position to be in. I'm not going to come backward, come back, go to the other side to do the same movement. So we're going to step out to that corner. Again, the hands are above and the head and at the belly, and we're looking over the back shoulder. To coordinate the breath, you inhale as you rock back, exhale as you rock forward. And we're going to come back in. Go back to the clouds. I think we're going to do another Tai Chi movement that starts with this moving hands. So we're going to take this hand, we're going to make a hook. The other hand moves away, and then the palm faces out. We can bring the foot in and step out as we do this movement. And it's a Tai Chi movement called single whip. Should mention that all of the Tai Chi movements that we're doing are from the Yang style of Tai Chi, which is the most practiced form of Tai Chi in the world. Let's do one more. Now we're going to release the hook, go back to the clouds. We're going to go to the other side, do the same thing. So we take the other hand, make a hook, and strike out, palm out. Adding the foot, single whip. It's a Tai Chi movement, so you could A very not productive movement could be holding someone while you're slapping them in the face and then pushing them away. That's what you're doing here. You're holding the other person. And we're going to release the hook, go back to the clouds. So the single whip with a minor modification becomes another important movement, sometimes called the downward single whip, but usually called the snake creeps through the grass. We're going to do that next. So first, we're going to do 2 single whips. This hand makes a hook. We strike out. We're going to repeat that. Now we're going to widen our stance, bring this hand all the way up. We're going to squat down, and this hand moves down the leg and out, as if we're a snake creeping down and then creeping through the grass. Let's do one more. I'm going to release the hook, go back to the clouds. Now we're going to go to the other side to do the same set of movements. So first, we make a hook, strike out. One more time. Now we're going to widen our stance, bring this hand up, and we do a little squat as the hand comes down and moves away. I'm going to release the hook, go back to the clouds. Now we're going to bring the hands up to our heart level, bring our foot in. We're going to step out to the corner. We're going to do another Tai Chi movement called push the mountain or push-pull. So again, we're moving diagonally, strengthening our legs, teaching our brain where our body is in space, another important part of balance. Now we're going to modify this movement. There are lots of movements you can do in the corner. First, we're going to bring our hands palms down, straight out in front, swimming back. And this is the wild goose flies south. We bring our palms together as we go out. It's the Qigong movement, parting the clouds. You can feel different muscles and the joints moving in different ways as you do the different movements into the corner. Next, we're going to modify this. We're going to reverse direction, bring the back of our hands together, and then scoop down as the mama bear gathers her cubs. The last one we're going to do is the butterfly. We're going to lunge forward, bring the palms of our hands up as we look up. And as we come back, we're going to do a bow as the hands face down, keeping the spine straight. So we inhale as our hands come up. Exhale as we come down. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to sit back. We're going to sync the chi. We inhale, the hands come up, they come in toward the heart, and we exhale as the hands go down. We're going to do the same movements out to that corner. So we step out and we push the mountain, sometimes called push-pull. Let's do one more. And I think we're going to do that wild goose going south. Now palms together, we part the clouds. To coordinate the breath, you inhale as you come back, exhale as you go forward. Now we're going to reverse direction and gather those baby cubs. And finally, the butterfly. So we're going to lunge forward. Our hands cross. They separate as we look up. As we come back, the wrists cross again as we look down. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come down. Let's do one more. We're going to sit back, and we're going to sync the chi, and we're going to bring our hands, back of our hands together as we come up shoulder height. Now the hands separate as we come down, doing the Qigong movement, the fountain. So we're doing a little mini squat. Only go as far down as is comfortable for you. In general, no pain, no gain has nothing to do with Tai Chi or Qigong. You're trying to move your joints slowly and smoothly so you lubricate them, so you actually strengthen your muscles more by moving slowly. And so you don't injure yourself so that you don't have to stop practicing. Now we're going to point our fingertips upward as we do silk reeling, and feel how your arms feel different as you're doing that movement. There are different bones in the arms that are moving different ways as you do this spiraling movement. Now we're going to widen our stance and do another movement sort of like this. We're going to cross our arms as we come up, and then the arms separate, doing the Qigong movement, unifying yin and yang, something like that. Unifying opposites is part of the dialectics of nature, so I guess that's a good enough name for it. Now we're going to come up. We're going to, didn't lose that yet. We're going to go to the moon. So we're going to first hold the moon. Did this before as we did that unfortunate episode with the white crane spinning its wings. But now we're going to take the moon for an orbit around the Earth. We're going to step outward as the hands move around in an orbit. Now we're going to reverse directions. We're going to sit back. We're going to go to the other side, do the same movement. So we step out again in that bow and arrow stance. Feet are separated front and back and side to side. And we're going to reverse directions. And we can do a similar movement, not going side to side, if we just stand with our feet shoulder width apart and bring our hands out, making a figure eight in front of us. Does a little bit different muscle stretching. This is another stirring the chi kind of movement, sometimes called polishing the table. Let's hold the moon again. We're going to do a Tai Chi movement called The Fair Lady Works the Shuttle. So we're going to step out to the corner, rotate the moon, and push. We inhale as we come back, exhale as we step out, rotate and push. So the hand that's moving up is deflecting upward. The palm turns out because it's a martial arts movement, and you're going to grab your opponent to control their movement. The hand that's moving forward is just pushing them. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to rotate the moon, bring our foot in, step out to the other corner, rotate and push. Come back. We've still got this moon in our hands. First, we're going to take the moon and guide it up to the sky. Now we're going to bring the other hand back in and we're going to part the wild horse's mane. If we want, we can bring the foot in, step out as the hand rises. Let's do one more. We're going to go to the other side, do the same thing. Rotate the moon. Let's take the top hand away and bring that up to the sky. Now, as we move, we're moving slowly, smoothly, as if there were resistance in the air. I'd like you to try to feel the air in your fingertips. What is your hand feeling as it's rising? Now, bring the hand back in. We're going to part the wild horse's mane. And we're going to come back in. We're going to sync the chi. We're going to do a couple of Qigong movements from the 8 pieces of brocade. The first one we're going to do is we're going to do the wise owl looks over its shoulder. So we start with our hands at our sides, palms inward, and as we inhale, our palms go face outward as far as it's comfortable for you today, and we look over the shoulder. We come back as we exhale. We're going to go to the other side. Inhale and exhale. So as the shoulder blades come together, we're opening up the chest. In traditional Chinese medicine, they say that that helps with the immune system. It's good exercise. Whether you believe that the traditional Chinese medicine or not, it is good because you're improving your posture as you do this. Let's do one more set. Now we're going to do a couple of exercises with our feet separated wider. This is called the horse stance. And we're going to first do punch with fierce face. So we're going to turn our torso and punch. And then as we bring our hand back, we're flaring our fingers. And to coordinate the breath, you exhale as you punch, inhale as you bring your hand back. It's called punch with fierce face, so you can make a fierce face at the same time. My face is fierce enough so I don't do a fierce face, but do anything you like. Have a little bit of fun with it. The 8 pieces of brocade was a series of 8 exercises done by soldiers to warm up before doing maneuvers. So they wanted to have a fierce face when they were approaching an enemy. And while we're in this position, we're going to shoot the arrows that those same soldiers would have been shooting. We're going to start by bringing our hands in front of the heart level, crossing the wrists. And now we're going to do a little squat as we open an imaginary bow and shoot an arrow. We come up as we inhale. We come down as we shoot. So this is called the archer. Or in some listings, it's called shoot the golden eagle, which is a very poetic movement. I don't know if you want to shoot your golden eagles. People certainly don't like shooting bald eagles, so just shooting an arrow is perfectly fine. But I do visualize the Mongol armies shooting their arrows from horseback as they ride across the steppes into Europe. Okay, now while we're in the martial arts mode, we're going to do a Tai Chi punch. So that these were Qigong punches, but now we're going to do a Tai Chi punch. And by that, I mean, we're going to use the principles of Tai Chi to do the punch. We're going to start by doing a step. So we're going to put all our weight on the standing leg. So we empty the other leg. We're going to bring it forward, put the heel down, put the toe down, and now transfer the weight to that foot. Bring the other foot in. Now we're going to bring it forward, transferring the weight to the standing leg, bringing the other foot out on the heel, no weight transfer yet. The toe, no weight transfer yet. And now transfer the weight. Now we're going to do that with a punch. We're going to have our hands ready to punch. We're going to now transfer our weight, bring the foot out, put down the toe, transfer the weight as we punch. Bring the other foot up. And I'm going to go to the other side. I'm going to get real close to the monitor here. I'm not trying to be nasty to anybody. Come on, you can do it. One more. There we go. Getting my left and right confused today, so I apologize for that. Now, the difference between those two punches is the conscious transfer of weight. And that's what I wanted to point out with that movement. We're now going to do one of my favorite Tai Chi movements, the catch the sparrow's tail. We're going to have it 4 parts, 4 different movements, all conglomerated together. We'll do them each separately and then put them together. So we start by holding the ball. Bring our foot in a center step. We're going to step out to the side that way and ward off. So the hand that was on the top of the ball goes straight down. The hand that was the bottom of the ball moves straight across, parallel to the floor. We're basically pushing someone away. In Tai Chi, you're usually trying to avoid a fight, not get into a fight. So this is trying to avoid a fight by pushing away an opponent. The second part is pull back. So we're coming down in a circle, an arc, toward the floor. We're redirecting the force of our opponent away from our body. Now the third part is the press. We bring our palms together, and as we lunge forward, the palms press against each other. This is actually part of a basic force or energy in Tai Chi that is used in close combat. And the fourth part is push, as we did earlier on. So we rock back and we push away. We're actually pushing up and forward at the same time. That is the way that the Yang style Tai Chi form is done. In other forms, it's not necessarily the same, but this has a lot of mechanical advantage in terms of pushing someone over as you reduce their friction on the ground by pushing up so they topple. Now we're going to put those all together and catch the sparrow's tail. So we're going to ward off, pull back, press, and push. To coordinate the breath, you inhale as you come back, exhale as you ward off, inhale as you pull back, exhale as you press, inhale as you prepare to exhale as you push. Let's do one more. The 4 parts are ward off, pull back, press, and push. And we go to the other side, do the same series of movements. So we start by holding the ball, we ward off. Let's do it 3 times. Now we're going to pull back 3 times. Now we're going to press 3 times. And finally, we're going to push 3 times. Putting them all together, we ward off, pull back, press, and push. Again, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last time. We're going to sync the chi. I think we're ready to do our centering exercise. We're going to bring our palms up to our waist. And as we inhale, we'll raise our hands slowly up to the top. As we exhale, it comes slowly down the midline. So we inhale and exhale. One last time. Now we're going to bring our feet closer together. Bring our hands to our lower abdomen. We're going to check our breathing. Make sure we're still breathing from the abdomen, from the diaphragm. We're going to inhale and exhale. Feel that belly expand as you inhale. Get a little smaller as you exhale. You might want to close your eyes and imagine yourself a bamboo tree in a gentle breeze, being wafted. It was pretty windy today, but a gentle breeze wafting us side to side, front to back. Feel how the weight shift is sensed by your feet, how the muscles of your legs interact as you shift your weight. Exercise activating one muscle group versus another muscle group as you move. Trying to get in touch with your body. You can open your eyes. We're going to take a big breath. I want to thank you for participating in that Tai Chi Qigong flow. We're now going to do a few cool down exercises. I think the most important thing in Qigong and Tai Chi with cool down exercises is it gives you a mental separation between in the class and outside of the class. So that's what we're going to use it for. We're going to first do one of my favorites called spinal cord breathing with a crunch. So we're going to inhale and arch our back, bring our shoulder blades together. And now as we exhale, we're going to curl the back, bring the elbows together and do a crunch. Might even exhale and do a huh as you come in. So inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more. I like that movement. That's why I always do it. And now Dr. Paul Lamb of the Tai Chi for Health Institute does 3 cool down exercises after all of his classes. We'll do those next. The first one is tapping of the thighs. We've done a lot of squatting in class, and this helps blood circulation in the big muscles of the thighs. The second cool down exercise is tense and release, variation of progressive relaxation. So we're going to inhale and tense all the muscles you can without pain. So we're going to inhale and tense. Exhale, relax. Inhale and tense. Exhale, relax. Last time. Inhale and tense. Exhale, relax. And this final cool down exercise is the big breath. We're going to inhale, hands go all the way up, and then slowly down in front as we exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. So again, thank you all for coming together today to the class. I'm going to turn off the recording. Feel free to unmute yourselves, ask any questions, make any comments.